Hey, hi, welcome back. My name is Sushant, and you are at Azure Kubernetes Services AKS. So, this session is about create and deployment AKS cluster. So, let's get started. AKS is managed Kubernetes services and provide the distributed platform for containerized application. You can quickly deploy the AKS cluster. AKS cluster require privileges to interact with the other Azure resources. To allow permission, we need an identity for AKS cluster. For identity, we need to create a service principal for manually creation, or we can use a manage identity. So there are two way we can have our identity for our AKS cluster to get access on other Azure resources. Azure Active Directory service principal to access secured resources by Azure AD tenant. The identity required access must be represented by security principles. This requirement for the both user as well as the application. The security principle define policy and permission for the user and application in Azure AD tenant. If you are going to access anything in Azure AD, you have to authenticate. So for normal user ID is required. For application, we need a service principal. The same way how we assign access other resources for Azure AD, the same way how we are accessing any resources, we authenticate to Azure AD and then we able to access the resource. The same way application also need to be access the resources. So for application or user, we need a service. So you can manually create Azure AD service principal, or it will automatically create while creating a cluster. For Azure AD principal, we can use as a manual, dynamic, or we can use as a managed identity. Managed identity essentially wrapper around service principal and make their management simpler. Managed identity credentials is keep rotating every 46 days according as per AAD default. These identities, managed identities, are currently immutable. There are certain limitation in managed identity. AKS cluster with managed identity can be enabled only during the creation of cluster. Existing AKS cluster cannot be migrated to managed identities. If you are going to perform any upgradation, the managed identity will be temporarily unavailable. Managed identity isn't support for tenant move or migration. So these are the limitation for the managed identity. But better to use Azure service principal, you can use a managed identity. So you don't have to give the details. It will be dynamically created when you are going to create the identity or create the cluster. So in order to create a AKS cluster, we need a resource group. The resource group required to place our all resources in one logical group. So resource group basically required a resource group name and location. The location is important because all the resources will be on the same location. When you are going to deploy your AKS cluster, your resources will be reside on the same location. If you are going to choose one, I'm going to create the resource group with the name rg-bw-aks, and the location I'm going to choose as a ESTS. To create a resource group, command is az create group hyphen name, that the resource group name and your location. Right now we have, after this one, we need to use our resources. So we have the resource group in place. First is name of your AKS cluster. So which name you are going to provide should be identical. Then the node count. So how many nodes do you want? So after the creation you can add or remove, but while the creation you can also define your node count. You are going to use ACR or not. ACR stand for Azure Container Registry, which is store your, it is a private repository for your images and it will hold your all repositories. If you want to create a ACR, if you want to attach ACR, then you have to create first ACR. Before that you have to create a manually Azure Service Principal name to give the image pool access from your ACR, and that same service principal name should be added into your cluster creation. So those using that service principal name, your cluster will pull the images from ACR and build the pods. If you are going to use any add-ons, so you can think about it, or you can just check your requirement and you can give the add-ons during the Azure creation, during the AKS creation. So apart from that, is just we are going to create a simple Azure cluster, okay, with a dynamic service principal. We are not going to create right now in this demonstration. I am not going to create a manually Azure Active Directory service principal. It will be dynamically created, and I am not going to use ACR. I am not going to use any add-ons. I am just going to create a simple AKS cluster. Bash command we are going to use, and that is AKS create. Our resource group name is rg-bw-aks. The name of the cluster I am going to give here as a BW AKS cluster, and the node count I am just providing here as a 2, and I'll ask generate SSH key to connect my cluster. Once you have open the portal, so you just on right hand side just click on the Cloud Shell. It will open the Cloud PowerShell as well as so I am on the Bash shell, and it is on same window. I just open the portal, so it is on the same window. I just drag up and drag down the shell. So I am on the Bash shell. If you want to change, it will be to PowerShell. We can change from this drag up option, or you can just type pwsh. It will be changed to PowerShell. If you want to switch to Bash shell, you have to type bash bash and hit enter. It will be changed to the Bash shell. Let me clear the screen. So we have to create a resource group. So let me check my resource group AZ group list and output in table. By default, AZ output will come to JSON format, means whatever you are just going to get a result from the Bash shell, it will be come to into JSON format. So I have only 2 resource group, and those is by default create when I just created my Cloud Shell account. Let me create my storage group. To create a storage group, I need to type AZ group. Sorry, I'm not. So let me create the resource group. So all resource will be on the same group. It is a virtualized group, and we can have the single resource group and contain all our resources. So to create a resource group, type AZ group create and name of the resource group. In my scenario, I'm using RGBW AKS. Location I'm going to provide, that is East US. Now I have created the resource group and provision state is succeed. Let me retrieve the list of groups. Now I'm able to see RGBW AKS. So now I'm going to create a normal AKS cluster on I'm going to create a normal AKS cluster. I'm not using any service account. Let the AKS cluster build or create dynamics service principal while creating the AKS cluster. So let's create the AKS cluster. AKS create name or resource group will be my RGBW AKS, and name of my cluster is BW AKS cluster, and node count is to generate SSH key. If you want to add any add-on, so you can add here, you can attach your ACR, or you can provide the service principal name in the same command. So I'm not going to do let manage service account create. It will be create during the execution of the or deployment of the AKS, and let's hit enter. So it will first create the service principal, and then it will start deploying our AKS cluster. So I'm going to pause here the video because it's take around 3 to 4 minutes to get complete. Once I will complete, I will resume this video. So let's back. The AKS cluster has been deployed in my Azure tenant. So for in AKS cluster result, we are able to see agent pool profile. So in agent pool profile, we are getting how many nodes we have deployed, what maximum pods we can place on one node, what is the orchestrator version, and the OS type. So we will get the details. The VM size which we are going to use, it will show as a DS2. Apart from that, you can see when we deploy our AKS cluster, by default RBAC is enable. Then FQDN of our cluster is this eastus.azmk8s.io. Then we see what is the username and public key here, and then the network profile, what is the network IP and details of the AKS cluster. Apart from that, which pod CIDR it will use, it is shown here, and the tier. So deployment has completed. So let me just check my node info or node state. First I need to connect the cluster. So to connect the cluster, I need to use AKS get credential resource group BW RGBW AKS, and name of my cluster is BW AKS cluster. I just connected to the cluster, which is configuration is stored in already in .cube folder. Inside the cube folder, config file is there. If I want to get the node details, type kubectl. So let's get the node information. So kubectl get nodes. So it will show the node status. There are two nodes, node pool 1, node pool 2, the name of the nodes, and the status is ready. The role is it is an agent. So let's see the cluster info. kubectl cluster info. So it will show the Kubernetes master, core DNS, and matrix server. So there are three information it will display. So I'm going to stop here. Thank you. We'll see you next session by running the application on our existing cluster. See you. Bye bye.